the back of government's announcement to extend the deadline to register for its domestic debt exchange program to January 31, 2023. The Finance Ministry, in a tweet on Monday, said it is extending the date for enough consultation with various stakeholders. Reacting to government's announcement, Dr. Patrick Assuming described government's decision to extend the deadline to register for the program to January 31 as expected.
I think it was expected. I mean, as at Friday, if you see where we are and the growing opposition to the terms of the exchange, you always knew that it was inevitable that the deadline will be extended. But, if we extend the deadline and the government don't do things differently, I'm afraid that the deadline might be extended again because it looks like the opposition to the exchange has grown and is growing over time. So I hope that the government will use this, take advantage of this extension to do a more constructive engagement with the people who are affected, to try and come to a resolution, something that will be agreeable to everybody. What we've been doing so far is terms are announced and it's a give or take. And then people will look at it and they say, no, we won't absorb these losses. So I think it shouldn't be just an extension with the view to doing proper engagement and get something that is agreeable to Ghanaians. And then we can move on with the testing.
Dr. Patrick Assuming is an economist and lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School. A senior economist at the Natural Resource Governance Institute, Dr. Alex Ampabing believes government must move away from the knee-jerk approach of revenue mobilization if the current situation is to improve. His call follows government's implementation of the increment and VAT rate in the 2023 budget as part of its domestic revenue mobilization efforts. Dr. Ampabing is of the view that this approach is not workable in the long run, hence the need for government to make efforts at extending the tax brackets to cover grey areas in the interest of the economy.
Revenue generation is not an emergency, that whenever we need to, we quickly go in and then look for the easy hanging fruit. No, we need to have a well-structured revenue generation system. We need to look for all the various tax handles and the opportunities out there to generate revenue. We don't really need to increase VAT to get about 2 billion or so projections. In order to show the IMF you can do it. Property tax can generate more than 5 to 10 times the revenue that the VAT is going to generate if we do give it the proper attention. Government cancelled the toll booth. We were all looking forward to see government reintroducing a digitized form of road levy or property or road taxes for car owners, for example. All this didn't happen. Now we also have opportunity to tax the informal sector better. There are real drivers. These are the sectors, according to the Ghana Statistical Services, are contributing to over 60% of economic activities. But their tax contribution is about 2%. So it's time for government to sit down, do a proper system audit.
Dr. Alex Ampabing is a senior economist at the Natural Resource Governance Institute. And that's all for Citi Business News. On Eyewitness News, it was powered by your most comprehensive business news website, citibusinessnews.com. My name is Neti Ajahu. Up next is Point Blank.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Oh, Jack, nah, where are you in a hurry to?
Child, I'm going to Imperial to do my car insurance.
What's happening there? Because Info and Yaba also told me they're going there this morning for their car insurance.
Masa, you haven't heard. No, the Imperial is the name in insurance in Ghana here.
Really?
Sure. Imperial General is saying, come insure your vehicle with them at any of their branches or agents or even online from now till the end of March 2023 and get yourself handsome rewards, fuel coupons, special souvenirs, gift vouchers, and many, many more. And here's the catch. During this reward period, you will also get a free 1-year life insurance cover in addition to your motor insurance insurance cover.
What the wow? So does it include with the taxi drivers and the e-taxis?
Hey, everybody qualifies. So just come insure your car and you are done. Call 0302 788 955 for further details. T's and C's apply. Imperial General Assurance. Solid protection.
For Pepsodent, smiles are one of the most important things we have. The problem is, globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Pepsodent, with maximum cavity protection, helps to prevent the formation of cavities. Pepsodent, because every smile matters. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
News. Be there as it happens.
This is Point Blank on Eyewitness News. My name is Omar Sanda Amado. Tonight on Point Blank, we have some disturbing breaking news coming through. One person has been shot as police work to disperse youth massing up at the Damongo police station, demanding the release of 8 people arrested in Bupe for allegedly burning houses belonging to Fulani people. We are told that there was a call by the Bupeura Junapor II on the police to arrest the perpetrators. The youth of Bupe, led by the Gonja Land Youth Association, have been protesting the enskinment of a chief belonging to the Fulani ethnic group. Let's go on the lines and speak to our correspondent, Richard Fogo, who is currently in Damongo. Richard, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. Tell us more.
Thank you very much, Sandra. As you just told our listeners, today some youth of Wipe protesting the enskinment of a Fulani chief of a suburb of the town called Mande went to that area and demolished some houses and also burnt some houses they believe belong to the Fulanis who are supposed to be developing that area. Now, before today, the youth had issued an ultimatum to the Ipegura, who is the paramount chief of the Bupe Transition area, to reverse that enskinment. And that if that was not done, they would advise themselves. I believe that what they did today is that advice. So that having happened, the Ipegura, after getting those threats, put in a committee to look into the matter. The report had not come, and today came, and what they did. So the Ipegura called a pressure and then said he had reversed the decision to enskin the chief. And so the chief, the third person, is no longer a chief. But whilst doing that and yielding to the demands of the youth, he said that the burning of the houses and pulling some down was criminal, and insisted that the police would have to arrest the perpetrators and take them through the full rigors of the law. Those were his words, and said the chiefs would assist the police to ensure that all of them are fished out. Hours later, police moved in and arrested 8 people and brought them to Damongo, the Savannah regional capital. And now that news having broken, the youth of Damongo, or some youth in Damongo, went to the police station in several numbers, maybe 200, 300, demanding the release of the arrested persons. Whilst we were there, we saw a truck
come in. My investigation is that truck was from Bipe, bringing some youth also from Bipe. The leadership of the Gonjaland Youth Association went to the police station in an attempt to bail the arrested persons. But the police had just come in and the processes were yet to go through, but the numbers of the youth kept increasing. So they thought it was to relocate the people that were arrested. The youth then tried to prevent that movement of the people, but the police managed to move them away. And later, guns were fired at the police station, warning shots with live ammunition, and one young man was shot on the left shoulder, and so that angered the youth even more. So they had to call in the military. So as I speak to you, the police station in Damongo is being guarded by the military, and so the youth then turned their attention to the overlord of the Gonja traditional area, the Yagbongra. So Omar, as I'm speaking to you, the youth are at the palace fidgeting. They said they are going to sleep here until the arrested eight are brought to the palace, to the Yagbongra. So they want the Yagbongra to tell the Pewura to bring the youth that were arrested to the palace of the Yagbongra, else they are going to sleep here. I saw some of the leadership making calls to their branch chairman to mobilize people and come to the palace of the Yagbongra. So currently, that is what is happening in Damongo at the moment. Sandra.
So the Yagbongra is where Yagbongra's palace is where they are in Damongo. His sub-chief, who is a Bupewura, is the one who did the installation of the chief for the Fulani community.
Exactly.
What is the difficulty with the Gonjaland Youth Association in the inskinment or installment of the Fulani chief in the area?
Okay, so what they were saying is that the land belongs to Gonjas. So the inskinment of a chief for a place, calling it Mande, and putting a Fulani man there, meant that the land has been handed over to the wrong person, and that's against the traditions of the town or of Gonja people. And so they were protesting it. They also said that the search area has been sold by the Pewura to the Fulani community, which today at the press conference the Pewura denied. He said that people who are Gonjas have land there, Camaras have land there, and he mentioned names of some Gonjas who are even developing in that area, and that the inskinment of the chief was not giving the chief entitlement to the land. But everywhere they have Fulani chiefs who are supposed to be a leader for the people, the Fulanis in that area. So that is exactly what he did, but not making the person the chief of Mande as land, but to lead the people there. So it does appear whether the Gonjaland Youth Association does not believe what the Pewura is saying, or they just don't understand. But that was the point that they made much earlier, and so demanded that the inskinment be reversed.
Richard, please stay on the line. Do not go away. I want to go on the other line and speak to the Bupewura's palace. Let me go on the line and speak to Neri Pewura Abubakar Kitson Panfia. He's secretary of the Bupewura Jinapo II. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you very much.
What is the backstory to this issue that is developing, which has even turned violent in Damongo now, even though it started from your area?
Thank you very much. As you stated, my name is Mary Abubakar Kitson Panfia. I'm the secretary to Bupewura Jinapo II and the coordinator for customary land secretariat. I'm the one in charge of all lands in the Bupewura traditional area. And this whole issue is about a Fulani leader that Bupewura appointed for one particular area we created recently known as Mande in Bupewura traditional area. And the land also in connection with the leadership that we have given to one of the planning man in Bupe. It started when a planning group called Capital Kulaku approached Bupura in need of a land for vocational school and for a college. Bupura gave them the land for that vocational school, which is 4 acres. And the college also came, took 1 acre, 1 plot, that is 5 plots in all. In all, making it 9 acres. The youth came up and said Bupura has given 70 acres. Others are saying 5 kilometers square, which is not true. Currently, when you go to the land, we only issue 5 acres for the planning to build their vocational school and the college. So when we finish all these things, in Ghana, it is constitutional right for individuals to take a land for development. After giving them, some of the planners develop interest that they want places to build. And when you ask them where do you want, they say the place where they want to put up the college. And to be frank with you, it's not only the planners that are living in that area. We also have the indigents who also have plots. Even Bupura himself has a house at that area. But the people in the Gunja land is taking it as if we have given the Fulani isolation, or we have isolated them and we have given them a very big land to settle. That is not the case. And whoever wants, you can come to the grounds and have a feel of what is happening. So when they say we have skinned a chief, traditionally, we didn't skin any Fulani as a chief. We didn't. The Fulani people that came took the man through their own tradition. And we only gave a leadership to that man. And the day Bukura has given him that title, he told him that today, I have given you this title, but you will report to one of my parties known as Kunshura, which the videos are there for evidence sake, which is known as Kunshura. And Kunshura will then report to me. And you have no right to do anything on that land or to summon anybody without passing through my sub-chief. So after this, the youth came up and said they will not agree. Bupura has installed a Fulani man as a Mande chief. Bupura has called the youth to come so that they will sit and see how they can resolve this issue. The youth refused. The DISEC called the youth. And Bupura has also selected some 5-member committee to meet the DISEC with the youth to resolve this issue. The youth said they will not sit with the chief. The last one was this week when Bupura selected a 7-member committee because he's a chief who wants peace to reign in his traditional area. That 7-member committee should go with DISEC, meet the youth, and listen to them. Whatever decision and the committee will bring to him, he will embrace it. And actually, the committee met with DISEC, and they came up with their decision that Bupura should revoke the esteemment as they are saying. Meanwhile, we know that we didn't any Fulani man. We have only given a leadership to a Fulani man. Bupura said, fine, there is no problem. I will call the media and call my sub-chiefs and people in the place to come today, 9 o'clock. As the youth have agreed that this is their problem, I will also do it for them for peace to reign. So this morning, DISEC came, the sub-chiefs and queen mothers and elders of the place came, the media came, and we were just getting ready to go for the press conference when we heard that the youth have mobilized and they are demolishing some houses belong to Fulani man. From there, at the Mande land. From there, they also moved to the market. Today is Mupe's market. They moved to the market at the cattle ranch, where the Fulanis are searching for the leader that Mupewa has selected for the Mande community to kill. When they get to the market, the man was not there. They moved to his house and set it on fire. Before the police could get there, they were not there again. So Mupewa said, as for this one, it's criminal. And criminal cases are handled by police. I have no hands in this because this is no more chieftaincy issue, this is no more land issue, this is no more traditional issue. Setting somebody's house on fire, it is criminal issue, so the police will handle it. So the police and the army around went around and then did some arresting. And since the beginning, when they are calling for leadership of this youth known as concerned youth of Bupe, they will say they don't have leadership. And all the letters they write are anonymous letters because they don't sign. They don't do anything, they don't sign. Meanwhile, they said they are an association that cannot boast of leadership, an association that doesn't sign their letter, which was very worrisome. So currently, this is the issue at hand. Bupera is a chief who wants peace to reign, and you can count the number of chiefs who will bring out rules and finally say, I'm canceling this. Out of 10, it's not easy to even get a single one. But Bupera is such a chief who listens to his subjects. And by accepting all what the committee has put before him without editing anything there, and told you people, look, you said you want this, I'm doing this for you, I'm doing this for you, for the sake of peace.
How is the Bupewura doing himself though? Because we are told that the youth have converged on the Yagbongura's palace in Damongo. What is happening in Bupe? Are you safe? Is your palace okay?
Yes, for Bupe, our palace is safe. And as at now, as I'm saying, we have some policemen and some army men who are here guiding the palace. They are at Yebowe's palace because when the people were arrested in Bupe here, they were taken to Damangu. So the youth in Damangu and also some of them in Bupe here mobilized and went to Damangu.
Okay,
I've heard from Damangu after the statement, they have taken them to Tamale.
Yes, my correspondent is actually there. We'll be getting all those updates. But thank you so much for speaking to us, and please be safe.
You're welcome, sir.
That's Neri Pewura Abubakar Kitsin Mpamfia. He's secretary of the Bupewura Jinapo II in Bupe in the Savannah region. Our correspondent Richard Fogo is still on standby in Damongo, the regional capital of Savannah. Richard, so has the situation calmed down since the last time we spoke?
Not really. I'm still at the Yagbongura's palace. The youth are still here because nobody has spoken to them. There is no chief that they can see here. The palace is locked up, but they believe the Yagbongura is in, and so they want to hear something else. They are not moving, and their demand is that the 8 that have been arrested be released. So they are still here at the palace. It's time for prayers. I've seen some praying, but they are still here. But they are not making noise. They are just standing quietly in front of the entrance to the main auditorium of the palace, Omaro.
What numbers are we talking about, the people who are there?
At the moment, just around 100, I would say. But like I said, I heard them making calls, and I don't know whether their calls will be heeded to making calls on the phone to their branches to mobilize people and come to the palace.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there is no any security here at the Yagbongura Palace. As the Secretary to Bupewura said, there are police presence at the Bupewura Palace, but here there is no police or military presence at the Palace of the Yagunwa.
So there is no attacking happening, no vandalism happening, no assault on anybody as we speak.
Not at all.
But one person was shot, and then
yes, at the police station.
Another house is destroyed.
Yes.
Very well. Thank you so much. Keep an eye on that story, Richard, and I'm sure you'll be filling us in more as the hours come. And indeed, you will be on the Citi Newsroom later on Citi TV at 8 p.m. For those who want to see pictures of what Richard Fogo, our correspondent in the Savannah region, has been sharing, do watch Citi Newsroom at 8 p.m. on Citi TV. But that would be it for Eyewitness News tonight. My name is Umaru Sanda Amadu. Production by Beverly London and Fred Tetijaman, as well as Sami Wiafi. The technical support from Daniels Kwashi. We return tomorrow at 17:30 GMT. Thank you for listening. Good night.